Put that coffee down.
Calling all film fans, want to add a little more fun to your podcast diet? Well, why not listen to the 365 Flicks podcast, where the lads from Smallville, UK.
We love to bring you the latest news, our own special brand of meaningless movie nonsense, as well as a bunch of top fives you really won't care about.
I'm Kev.
I'm Chris.
We're pissy.
We're fanboys.
We're having another beer.
We're 365 Flicks podcast.
You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, iTunes, Podomatic, and many, many others.
Also look for us on musingsofageek.com and wickedradionetwork.com.
Sick of listening to all those overpaid movie critics?
Then tune into the 365 Flicks podcast, your vocal heroes of pissy opinion.
Put that...
Hey guys, and welcome to episode 180 of the Game and Death Podcast. I'm your host Chris, and with me tonight we have Kaleb.
What's going on, guys?
There is no Hollowblade. I don't know where he is.
Yeah, haven't heard anything from him for a while, so I don't know.
Been a few days.
Yeah.
I want to apologize to everybody listening to the recording of the podcast. Yes, for some reason, Twitch will no longer let me mute the advertisements they play, even while I'm hosting. So you got to hear a bumper from 365 Flicks, and our theme song was kind of tainted a little bit with some Verizon commercial, and I apologize for that.
Is that what that was?
Oh, could you hear it?
I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, yeah.
I just heard silence.
Yeah, it's
okay. That's cool, I guess.
I don't know why you can't hear what's being played through my speakers.
Is it played through your speakers or played through your headphones?
It's same thing, because the chat and everybody can hear everything that's played through my headset, but anybody who's on the Skype call for some reason can't. Yes, John, I agree with you. Hashtag blame Twitch. Do people still say that? Hashtag?
They still say hashtag. Twitter is still a thing, last I checked.
I don't know. I tried to jump back into Twitter about a week ago, and I couldn't get into it. We weren't here last week. I'll be honest, I didn't feel like doing a show last week. I was tired, and I just didn't feel like being up till 1 o'clock in the morning editing and posting everything up. So,
yeah. All right.
You know. But this week we're back, even if we don't have a Hollowblade. I asked Kaleb what he wanted to talk about tonight, and his response was the Jews. So, Kaleb, what do you want to talk about the Jews about?
Do you want to talk about gaming news and stuff?
Yeah, we could talk about gaming news and stuff as well. But you said you wanted to talk about the Jews. We
can talk about them another night. That's fine. It's okay.
Before cast, we were talking, and I had said, there's Bible Adventures games. There's multiple Bible Adventure games.
There are I think Bible Adventures is one of the actually very few bootleg carts ever created for the NES. Was Bible Adventures. It's not an officially licensed Nintendo cartridge. It's one of the few.
There's tons.
There's not too many. Too many of them.
Tons of them. Anything made like the Pac-Man games and all that stuff, not licensed by Nintendo.
No, but it literally doesn't even look like a Nintendo cartridge.
Either does the Pac-Man and stuff. Shape. They're black and they're a different shape.
Oh, never seen those.
Yeah, but I was talking because you said you want to talk about the Jews, and I was like, there's no Torah adventure game. There's no hey, learn about the Jewish religion. And to take it a step further, there's no Torah adventure. It's like, hey, learn about the Muslim religion so that you guys aren't all afraid of it. And I think that it's I think it's a little funny that there is no Torah adventure and no Quran adventure. It's a little weird to me. You know,
I guess.
we have games that talk about like the ancient Greek pantheons and other stuff like that.
Yeah. I
Like,
mean,
God of War is a great history lesson if you really want to learn about like Greek and Roman gods.
religious conservatives and video games tend to just not mix in general, so it's not entirely surprising to me, but, you know, I don't know.
But with how progressive we've gone, I'm still surprised that like not even on Steam or something, you know, like a little shitty indie game.
I guess there might be. I haven't really.
I looked into this when
looking.
you said you wanted to talk about the Jews tonight. I looked into this.
Did you really? You
I
looked
did.
into religious tonight's topic: religious games on Steam. Where
I
are they?
I couldn't find anything.
They apparently non-existent.
I guess so. Like, I guess you could say Duke Nukem's kind of religious.
You mean Doom?
No, Duke Nukem.
How is Duke Nukem religious?
Because it tells about the alien gods and the hierarchy. Same thing with Halo. Halo's super religious.
I'm still surprised you're glossing over Doom.
Well, Doom's not religious.
It's super religious. You go to hell. You fight demons and Satan. It's a thing.
But Doom's not religious.
It just seems super weird. I mean, those other games have religion in them, yes, but like Doom is literally like a bastardization of Christian mythology.
No, but it's not. There is no Jesus. There's no walking on water. There's no Last Supper.
That's
it's just
why I
you
said
and
it's
your
a
shotgun.
bastardization of it, but it's still got like a lot of themes as far as like the fact that you go to hell and you kill demons and things like.
Yeah, but Doom is not a religious game.
Neither of the other ones you mentioned. They have religion in them as an aspect, but that doesn't make them a religious game.
But you're saying because hell's in the game, that makes it a religious game.
I'm saying it's more religious than those other games you're talking about.
So Dante's Inferno is a religious game.
Yeah, like how is that not? And
F-Zero GX is a religious game.
Is it? I never played F-Zero GX.
The very last level of F-Zero GX is you race against the devil himself in hell.
Do you really?
Yes,
That's
you
actually
do.
pretty rad. Yeah, but Dante's Inferno, like...
Yeah, Dante's Inferno is totally a religious game.
You're a trolling idiot.
Yeah,
anyway.
I am a trolling idiot. Hi, Hollowblade. Welcome to the podcast.
Hello.
Welcome to the Game of Death podcast, episode 180.
Welcome.
A man chooses, a slave obeys.
They do.
Yeah. Anybody who's paid attention to our episode titles recently will notice that for the past 4 weeks they've been Bioshock quotes.
Good.
Have they?
Yes, they have.
Oh,
Best
I guess
quotes.
I don't. I guess I should pay attention.
You should. Are you guys not subscribed to our podcast? Even if you don't listen, if you subscribe and then delete it, that's fine. But you should be subscribed to our podcast.
Why? I record the podcast. Why do I need to subscribe to it? I don't need to listen to myself talking for an hour with you two. I do
You don't
that.
have to listen to it.
I literally do that thing.
Just
That's
be a
the thing.
subscriber.
It's the thing he does.
It's a thing I do.
It's the thing he
Thing
does.
that you can do.
Because you're supposed to subscribe. You guys have rated and reviewed us on iTunes at least.
Yeah, of course.
We're gonna go with yes.
We've been doing this fucking show for like 3 fucking years, and you guys have not rated and reviewed us on iTunes. Seriously?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my fucking god! I ask our listeners to do it, and you guys don't.
I don't think.
Why would
I think
we?
I
We
did.
are.
I might have done it at one point, like 3 years ago. I have no idea. I honestly have no idea.
That's okay. John's never rated or reviewed us on iTunes either.
Oh, damn it, John. You know what?
He's
That
been here
makes me
longer than
mad.
both of you.
Damn it, John. How can you not? How can you not?
Yeah, I know. Would you guys kindly rate and review us on iTunes?
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
So, Hollowblade, how you been, buddy?
Good, good.
What you been up to? We haven't heard from you.
What? Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, you have.
Nuh-uh. When are you gonna play World of Warcraft with me?
Not. It's
No?
expensive.
It's not that bad. It's not expensive.
It's expensive.
It's $15.
It's kind of bad.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's really good.
it probably is.
I don't know if it is though.
It's so good.
Super not.
It's so good. I've been alternating spending a night with Warcraft and then spending a night playing Borderlands 2 with Caleb, and then spending a night playing Warcraft and then a night playing Borderlands 2 with Caleb.
How's that been treating you?
Good. You should come play Borderlands 2 with us.
Borderlands 2 is pretty sweet.
Is it pretty rad?
Yeah.
It is pretty rad.
Caleb's got like 190 billion gold keys, so he just keeps opening the chest every time we get like 4 levels.
Yeah, apparently that's just a thing they give you when you buy the Handsome collection.
Yeah, I've used most of them.
Do they? No, they don't. You have to put the codes in.
No, they give you a bunch of the Handsome collection.
No, so I started with 75 in each game, both Borderlands 2 and pre-sequel, and then I beat pre-sequel, and it gave me 75 more for Borderlands 2.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Thing. I have no idea, but I have a lot. It changes the entire game very drastically, but it's still fun.
You should come play Borderlands 2 with us, Hollow. Why aren't you playing Borderlands 2 with us?
Can get you sweet gear.
Yeah. What level are you guys in Borderlands 2?
I think we just hit 18.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have a character at that level.
What level is your character?
39, I think.
Well, if you would have started playing with us when we started playing, you'd also be 18. Motherfucker. We rolled new characters.
You could probably get to... It probably wouldn't take too long to get 18 on your own, would it?
No, not at all.
You just rush?
Yeah, if you just rush through it. Right now, my goal right now is to learn how to speedrun that game so that I can try and break the world record. That is, like, my current goal.
Which is, what's the world record again?
An hour and 15 minutes.
Jesus.
I'm guessing they do no side quests.
Probably.
Which blows my mind. All right, who's playing what? I hear buttons. I hear games. What are you playing?
I'm playing Minecraft. Oh. Yeah.
That's a good one. Have you guys played the demo for Dragon Quest Builders?
No.
You should.
Dragon Quest Builders?
Yeah, it's Minecraft, but Dragon Quest.
Is it really Minecraft just with Dragon Quest skins?
Pretty much, but it's like Dragon Quest. You fight the Dragon Quest monsters instead of the boring zombies. It's a little bit more interesting.
Is Dragon Quest 7 out for 3DS yet?
Yes.
How is it?
Long, kind of boring.
Is it as good as it was when it first came out on PS2?
Well, it's the same thing, so yes, I guess.
I saw screenshots for it, and it didn't look as pretty as I remember it.
PS1, you mean?
PS1?
Yeah, you're thinking about Dragon Quest 8.
Dragon Quest 8, that's the one that I want to play. That's the one I want to play
too. 7 is the one that's like 120 hours.
No, that's not the one I want to play. I want to play 8.
You know which one I want to play?
Which one?
Persona 5.
Yeah, so do I.
When is that?
February 14th.
Oh god, it's so far away.
Pretty much.
Well, we've got stuff coming out like
I want
next month. 5. Well, not next month. But November we have a bunch of games.
Want it now.
Like it's like Gears of War 4 is coming out. No one gives two fucking shits about that. It's
sad. I was shocked that it was coming out in like a 2 weeks or a week and a half, and I heard like nothing.
Advertising. Yeah, I didn't even know it was a thing until like literally this morning, and I was like, oh shit, they made Gears of War 4. That shit's done. It's like it's coming out in a week. Like I had no idea they even made it. Like I hadn't heard of that.
The only game that's come out recently that I'm even tempted to pick up is Forza Horizon 3.
Yeah, I want to pick that up too.
Yeah, that got super good reviews.
Too much.
And I don't like racing games, but I've heard the Forza Horizon games are like arcadey racers rather than not arcadey
slightly,
racers.
Yeah, slightly more arcadey. They're not as annoying as the other Forza games.
Yeah, I played Forza Horizon 2 for like 2 hours, and I was super hooked.
It's fun.
I actually really want that game.
Good. It's funny. It's the reason I bought a Xbox One, and I haven't bought Forza 6. I haven't bought Forza Horizon 3.
Oh wow!
But no, I can't believe Gears... Is Gears really coming out, like, next week?
Yeah, October 11th.
Like that, yeah.
Week and a half.
Wow. And nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Apparently nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Maybe our listeners will correct us, but like Hollis said, I haven't seen, like, any advertisements for it, really.
Like, the weird thing is, what was the shitty, like, After 3 one they did, where it was, like...
Judgment?
And that had, like, a giant cover story on Game Informer, and they blew it up at E3, and it was like...
It was coming off the hype of 3, I guess.
Yeah.
But
this one isn't even done
wasn't
by...
that good.
It's not even done by, like, Cliffy B or anything like that. It's just some dude.
Yeah. Cliffy B's doing his MMO shooter thing.
He's doing an MMO shooter thing?
Yeah. It's coming out, I think it comes out in a few months. I'll have to look that up.
Battleborn?
No, it's called, there's like 4 of them now. There's Overwatch, there's Battleborn, there's another one that people don't care about.
There's the free-to-play one that apparently, like, Overwatch robbed.
What was there's one
Paladins.
Well, there was one that was made by the people who made I think by the people who made Infamous, or not Infamous, Resistance. But I can't remember the name.
Yes. Right. Yeah. That was the one that was, like, not very good.
Yes.
And then there's Cliffy B's, which isn't out yet, but which is called, I think it's supposed to come out by the end of this year or early next year. It's called Lawbreakers.
Is that the one where he was like, "Yo, Overwatch looks like is a cartoon and mine's for adults"?
Yeah, that's what he said, because he's fucking Cliffy B. But
he's a fucking idiot.
People who've gotten to play it at he is an idiot, but people who've gotten to play it at cons where they've shown it have actually said it's really good, and like could be up there with Overwatch. So I mean, I guess we'll see.
I heard that it's very quakey.
That's not necessarily a problem if that's what you want out of a shooter.
That's not what I wanted
out
of a modern shooter.
But apparently it is like very over the top with its action and its explosions, and it's just total madness. Which I guess, yeah, kind of like Quake.
No, what the hell's the? Who the hell was developing Fortnite? Do you remember the game Fortnite they showed at E3 like 5 years ago?
Fortnite was... Yeah, no, I do remember that. I don't remember when it was supposed to come out, though. I thought it might have already.
No, Fortnite's not out yet.
Oh, that's Epic Games.
Hello Games?
Epic.
Epic.
Yeah, Hello Games.
Hello Games.
Speaking of Hello Games and No Man's Sky, did you hear that the United Kingdom Association for Advertising, or I can't remember the actual name, they're investigating them for false advertising.
Good. If that's what they did. Falsely advertised.
I mean...
Well, I was reading the article.
I don't really agree, but...
I was reading the article about this. I read the whole article. The big problem is, if you look at screenshots that are still being advertised on Steam, they're from pre-release footage. So, like, there's giant space battles in the screenshots and all this other cool shit that's not actually in the game.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Ew. That's fair.
That's very fair. Of course it's fair. It's the fairest thing. It's the only fair thing.
The most fair. All right, Trump.
Hello, party peoples.
Oh, hi, Don.
Hi, Don.
I can't hear you guys because I don't have heads. Oh, now I has headset.
What's going on, Don?
Oh, not too much. I was just helping with some not so gamey around the house stuff and checking in on you guys, seeing what's up.
Not much.
How are you guys?
Hi, Don.
Hello.
That's us.
Don't mind me as I derail your whole podcast.
We're talking about No Man's Sky.
Oh, No Man's Sky. So
We're talking about something that's not important.
So disappoint. Let me tell you how I even clocked in some time on that game. And there was no plant growing, and I had a sad.
There's no fishery.
There's no plant growing?
Yeah, somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in the... I don't remember how far ahead before that game came out. They had, like, somebody showed like a little plant in a pod. And I was like, I want to grow some little plants in a pod. And it was like, wait, where does that happen? And Chris is like, yeah, that doesn't happen.
No, a lot of things don't happen.
Yeah,
a lot of things don't happen.
Apparently, that was half the game.
Well,
you know what? Some architecture skins could help that game immensely. But
yeah, you're not wrong.
Right? Like getting to it's like, wow, you've got a system full of planets and galaxies for days, but every rock you land on's got the same 4 buildings. Wait, what?
That's the biggest problem.
And that's one of the biggest problems.
Why is the architecture in the entire universe all the same 4 buildings? Like,
nobody knows.
Nobody knew. What?
They lost the creativity.
I have no idea.
What happened? I'm sorry, I got like you guys on the headset and Chris is telling me secrets over here.
I'm not telling you secrets. They can hear me.
Telling secrets.
Oh,
Your secrets.
Well, they can hear you. I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah, No Man's Sky, disappointment 16.
Yep. Sounds about right.
You know what made me feel bad about that is you guys were so hype.
More so Chris and Kaleb were more hyped, and they got me slightly hyped, and then I was expecting disappointment from the get-go, but they were like, no, this is going to be the best game of the year, it's going to be amazing. I was like, I don't know.
Literally what I said. Literally what I said.
It absolutely is what you said. You and Chris both said it. And I was sitting here going, I don't know, man. I feel a trap coming on, but all right, fine. I'll join the hype wagon with you guys.
Oh, they pulled you onto the hype wagon.
Yeah, and that shit was fucking... I was set up for failure.
Oh.
Probably that game was going to be so good.
I hate you.
He said he hates you.
I love you too, bud. We should play Damnation sometime, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
Disappointment
2016.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. Let me tell you how, just for shits and giggles, we should stream me trying to fly in that game.
We should. It's the best.
The game flies for you.
No, I can't get in and out of hyperspace. Like, I can't get in and out of hyperdrive to save my soul. So, like, I'm going really fast, and then I stop, and then I'm like, shit, I'm still, like, 9 leagues from anything. Guess I should go really fast again. And then I'm like, oh, shits, I'm crashing into a planet now. Oh, shits.
It's okay, Don. Crash into a planet because there's a magnetic field that holds you back from crashing into anything. And
no, but then I'd get to the... Then I'd get to the planet, and then it'd be like, you need to go to this thing on this planet, but if you go at the speed you're going at, it's going to take you 20 days to get there. And I'd be like, I need to be going faster than I'm going, but not so fast that I accidentally go into outer space again. And and this is just me playing Batman all over again, where Chris is just laughing at me in the sidelines being 0 levels of helpful.
I tried to help. You just didn't, you couldn't wrap your head around it.
So yeah, that's me flying in No Man's Sky.
Hopefully Dawn is not the one that has to the time travel.
But you know what? I didn't feel too bad about it since everyone was bitching about that game. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna chalk these controls up to this game sucking and not blame myself for this.
That's fair.
There you go. That's very fair.
So, I'm gonna hand the headset back to Chris, but it's nice talking to you guys, and I miss you.
Bye, Dawn.
Miss you, bye, Dawn.
Yes. We haven't heard that in a long time.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Who are you?
I'm Chris. I can get Peter. He's under the bed eating a sandwich if you want.
Peter!
Who's Chris? Don't get Peter.
Don't get Peter. Don't get Peter.
Don't get Peter?
It's
okay.
fine.
Okay, I won't get
Peter. It's really fine.
Yeah, Dawn was just standing in the doorway, like, looking like a lost puppy, and sounded like she wanted to say hi to you guys.
Oh, nice.
So.
That's fresh.
I was talking to somebody earlier this week, because this show, we actually have no direction tonight.
Yeah.
And...
There's not a ton happening in gaming, honestly, even right now.
there's the biggest thing that came out today, and that's like, hey, Bulletstorm Remastered is coming.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty cool.
No, who the fuck wants that game? Who is clamoring for Bulletstorm Remastered?
I heard Bulletstorm was really good. It has a gnarly cult following. I haven't played it myself, but it sounds really fun.
Bulletstorm is really good, but it's not a game that deserves a $60 remaster.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
That game is kind of bad, guys. I think.
It's a good $30. It was a good $30 game when there was nothing to play over the summer.
That's not a good thing, though. That's not a good thing.
No, it's like the popcorn. It's the popcorn movie of video games, basically. Like that and the Deadpool game were two things I played when I hurt my back not that long ago. So
I heard that game was not amazing.
That game was actually a lot more fun than Bulletstorm was, but it was only like 6 hours long.
Yeah.
That was a problem.
What was I gonna say? Destiny: Rise of Iron came out.
Nobody cares about Destiny.
No one cares about Destiny anymore.
Guess not.
Nobody cares about Destiny.
Good old Destiny.
That game could have been good. That game could have been really good, but it was bad. Like
apparently, it's getting better. But when did it came out? Like a year ago, didn't it? No, that was 2 years ago now. Yeah. It's been 2 years, and I have not returned to Destiny since it released.
Since you beat the single player for a little bit of
it. Since it didn't have time to explain why it didn't have time to explain.
I have the season pass for that game.
Yeah. And
I went through and I played like the first expansion that came out, and then they were like, "Hey, your season pass doesn't work with the second expansion, so go suck a dick." And
Are you serious?
I was like, "Oh, really? I have to actually buy this expansion for like $40? No, go fuck yourselves."
That's some horse shit. It's really dumb.
Like, I've gone back to like other Xbox One games more often than I've gone back to Destiny. Like, I still play The Division. I love that game. Game's really good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love that game.
I heard it was kind of a similar thing, that people got petered out on it pretty quick.
The problem with that was the difficulty curve when you played with a group was so low that you just kind of blew through everything really quickly if you played with like one or two buddies. But if you played single player, it was a really good experience up until endgame. And they've added a lot of stuff to that game, and it's cool. I really like that game. Really, really like that game.
You heard it here, folks. Destiny's pretty good by yourself.
Destiny's not good.
Or not Destiny.
The Division.
The Division's good by yourself.
Right.
Which raises
Destiny's
questions,
not good.
But Destiny's not good.
Destiny's not good.
I don't know if I'd want to play the Division by myself, but I'm glad that's an option, I guess.
You should. If you haven't played the Division, it's worth picking up when it's like cheap. It really is.
Alright, maybe I'll think about it. I just remember people were super hyped on it when it came out, and then it petered out super fast.
It took a few months. It wasn't like No Man's Sky petered out like a week later.
Well, no, it wasn't that bad. Nobody's gonna be that bad. Oh, you know what actually was that bad?
What?
Pokemon Go.
No, Pokemon Go was like 2 months long.
Yeah, I stopped playing that only like a week or two ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I stopped playing when I caught every Pokemon that I possibly could in the U.S. And I was like, okay, I'm done.
Caught all the Mons.
I caught all the Mons. But now that it's cooling down, I'll probably play again because I'm going to start walking again. Because I've gained a bunch of weight. Because I'm fat.
You do you.
I have to do me. I weighed myself the other day. I'm almost 280 pounds. I need to, like, walk.
Oh, okay. Yeah, walking would be good.
Like,
walking's helpful.
It's bad. It's just bad. I don't like it.
Gaining weight is bad.
Gaining weight is bad. Unless you're, like, 70 pounds, then eat a fucking cheeseburger.
Eat a few cheeseburgers.
Yeah, eat a few
cheeseburgers. What else is going on?
Eat some White Castle.
No, that'll make you just poop it all out.
Fucking White Castle.
Yeah, don't eat White Castle. That'll just make you poo it all out. Don't do that.
Don't eat White Castle.
Okay,
don't do it, kids.
What I was trying to say. Castle. What I was trying to say before. I was talking to somebody online, and we were talking about games that were disappointments. Not bad games. There's a difference between a bad game and a game that was really disappointing. Like No Man's Sky is not just a bad game, but it was really disappointing because we were hyped for it. But then there's games that are just like, you were super, super hyped for it. And I was wondering if there was a game like that for you guys. Like, is there a game that you were super hyped for, and then you played it and you were like, man, this is horseshit?
I think I might have mentioned this before, but I do not like Grand Theft Auto 4.
4 or 5?
4 or 5.
4.
The one with Nico, my cousin?
Yeah.
I don't really like too much either.
5 was decent. I played it for like an hour at my cousin's house, and I was like, okay, I feel like I've seen everything this game has to offer. That game was fun. But...
That game would have been tons of fun if we were all playing it at the same time together, like GTA Online together.
Oh yeah, I know people who still play that.
Like for me, Journey into Night, Dreams, Journey into Night, Nights, Journey into Dreams.
Nights into Dreams.
No, not Nights into Dreams. That's the Saturn one. That's good.
Oh.
There's Nights, Journey into Dreams on the Wii.
Is the Saturn one good?
And I was so hyped for that game, so hyped for that Wii game, and it was ass. Yes, the Saturn game is very good.
Okay.
Dawn just walked in here holding Castlevania Mirror of Fate with a sad face on her. So.
Oh yeah, Castlevania. Random aside, Castlevania 30th anniversary was 2 days ago. Not that you would have known, because Konami's.
We did know.
Shit. Because I told you. But to our viewers, not that
even before you told us, me and Dawn are both fans of a Castlevania group on Facebook who kind of stole. Push a lot of the Castlevania stuff, a lot of the fan-made projects and stuff.
Yeah.
So we knew because there's a free-to-play game that Konami said that they'll leave up. That's a fan-made Castlevania game, which is really cool, which I still have to download.
What is this fan-made game?
Dawn, what was the name of that Castlevania fan-made game?
Bridge.
Legend of Lacard?
Something like that.
Legend of Alucard?
No, Legend of Lacard.
I think that's what it was called. I could be wrong. Something Lacard. It was definitely a Lacard family.
Yeah, it has to do with the Lacard family.
Who's the Lacard family? Is that Alucard's family?
No, Lacard's a different family. It's
more Alucard.
Alucard's in.
Alucard's in it.
He's in it, but
Eric
Lacard. It's the Lacard Chronicles. Castlevania: The Lacard Chronicles.
The second one's coming out next year.
The one and there's a second one coming out next year.
They got legit people in it though. They got like legit voice actors and stuff.
There you go.
Like the dude that did Alucard from Symphony is gonna be the voice actor in it.
There you go. Castlevania: The Lacard Chronicles. And there's a second one coming out. This game actually looks really good.
If you watch the trailer, you will get hype.
Will I? I'm just going to download it when I'm done with the podcast.
How does it play? What exactly is this game?
It's like a 2D side-scrolling Castlevania game.
Like a arcade-ish Castlevania, or like a Metroidvania Castlevania?
Like a Metroidvania Castlevania.
Okay.
Are you on a computer, Caleb? I'll link it to you.
I am on a computer.
How do I?
Even if I'm playing Minecraft.
I'm pretty sure they jacked
Dawn saying that they jacked the
dudes.
The dudes.
Not all
the sprites.
The sprite.
Okay, there you go.
That's the word I was looking for. The Alucard sprite, straight from Symphony.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So I would say it's of at least that caliber.
There you go. See, look. Congratulations. Thank you, honey. Bye. What about you, Hollowblade? What's a disappointing game that you've played?
Oh man, there's so many of them.
What's one that really still grinds your gears to this day?
Street Fighter V was kind of disappointing.
It's still going though, right? I mean, they're still adding characters and tweaking.
Yeah, it is, but the game is boring. It's not very fun.
Batman the Telltale series was kind of disappointing.
Halo Reach was extremely disappointing.
But Reach is the best one.
No, it was the worst one.
The best.
I've heard the Batman Telltale is pretty decent. Not amazing, but
Spider-Man.
Batman, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Am I the only one that's hyped for the new Spider-Man game?
I haven't seen anything of it other than like the brief snippet they showed at like E3. So no, I'm not going to get hyped yet.
Oh, Spider-Man looks so good.
Not really in too much cares.
Not really in too much cares.
It looks cool, but...
Are any of you guys going to PS Pro?
No.
Hollow Blade?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Not a 4K kind of person, really.
What about PSVR, Hollow?
No. I was actually talking to my buddy at work, from work today about it. And how he's going to get it, and he's hyped for it, and I'm just like, oh, I'm not falling for this gimmick stuff again.
Don't do it. Don't fall for the gimmick.
If it wasn't the same price as a new PS4 Pro, I could possibly, like, if it was $199, I could possibly see myself picking it up. But at $399, I can't.
Money, yo.
You know, it's $399. That gets you the headset. Then you need the PlayStation camera.
Oh, do you?
Yes, which doesn't come with the VR. You need PlayStation Move controllers, which doesn't come with the VR, and then you need games,
which doesn't come with the VR.
Which doesn't come with the VR.
Doesn't come with the VR.
Right.
Yeah, I might look into it at some point in the future. They do have some pretty sweet games for it, but as of right now, I'm just not gonna. No interest in buying a release day or anything.
Like, you can get the same experience out of buying a Google Cardboard and just watching some scary videos on your phone. Because that's the experience I want out of VR.
Google Cardboard?
Yeah, Google Cardboard. Do you not know what Google Cardboard is?
No, I do. But, like, if you're saying that's the experience you want out of VR, not saying it's bad, I'm just saying I feel like you could probably do better.
I want to be scared. I want to be put someplace and be scared shitless. That's what I want. And, like
Resident Evil 4? Or Resident Evil 7?
Resident Evil 7 is going to be awesome.
Resident Evil 7 is going to be pretty good.
But I don't need VR for that.
Probably don't.
No, you definitely don't. It's not a first-person game.
I think it's gonna be.
Nope. Already announced. They said that the demo has nothing to do with the actual game. It is.
Why did they do the demo?
The demo is only there to show you the tone that they're going with.
But they showed trailers and stuff, and it's all in first person.
No, they haven't shown. Hold on, let me pull up the new Resident Evil 4 trailer. I was watching it earlier. Talk among yourselves. Or don't talk amongst yourselves.
No, we won't.
Here's the gameplay trailer.
Unless we're not allowed to talk. In which case, what's not up?
No, you should be talking. There was a gameplay trailer that came out from Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah, I watched it, and it was in first person.
I remember seeing a third-person one. Hold on. Let's scroll through.
It's like sitting at the table with the family at one point, and they're eating dinner, and they're making me gross shit.
See, if that's first person, then I'm not interested.
Really? I don't mind. I think it's going to be interesting either way.
I don't want to play first person Resident Evil.
I mean,
I've done that. It's called Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles.
Oh yeah, Umbrella Chronicles wasn't too bad.
It was terrible. It was an on-rails crappy shooter.
You didn't like the Umbrella Chronicles?
No, I don't like on-rail shooters.
Oh, all right.
Like, I honestly think that on-rail shooters had their time and their heyday, and that was in the arcades back in the day.
All right. Guess you don't like beat-em-ups either.
I love beat-em-ups.
Doesn't like beat-em-ups.
I like, my thing with first-person on-rail shooters is I need a light gun.
Yeah, I guess it's not amazing with the Wii controller.
It's not.
I still had a pretty decent amount of fun with it. It's different.
I don't know.
Anyway, what's going on with this trailer?
Nothing. It's I honestly thought that this was just all cutscenes, and now that you were like, "Hey, it's first person," I was like, "Oh, that's not a cutscene. That is just how you play the whole game."
I don't know if I've seen anything that specifically said like it's third person, but I was under the impression that it was going to be first person.
What have you heard about this, Hollowblade? Oh wait, you don't like scary games.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
He doesn't like the Frightens.
He doesn't like the Frightens.
No, he doesn't like the big Frightens.
The final game is also entirely in first-person perspective. Yeah, that. It just makes me feel, because I don't trust Capcom, I feel like it's going to be certain aspects are going to be on-rail shooty parts where you have a gun, and other aspects it's just going to be a long quick-time event.
I'm pretty sure it's all going to be... It's going to be much more like Outlast, just some of those other games. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be on rails or anything. You actually do get guns and weapons and stuff. Like, did you see the gameplay in the trailer?
Now that I notice that that's a gameplay, yeah, I see that you get a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no way to tell if that's railed or if that's you actually moving.
I'm pretty sure it's not going to be on rails. That seems like... I feel like people would be super unhappy if that were the case. I'm pretty sure it's not the case. I'm pretty sure it's like a lot of the first-person horror games that have been coming out these days, but you have a gun and some weapons.
It just makes me feel like they're trying to rip off Outlast.
I mean, there's room for more games that are first-person horror games.
We have a ton of them already. We have Outlast, we have Amnesia.
Yeah, but they still do different things. Like, I don't know, I liked Outlast. I did not like Amnesia. That's a hot take right there. Did not like Amnesia. But I like some of those games. You what?
I said Amnesia's really weird. And it's not scary. That's my problem with it. It was not scary. It was fun.
I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke. I thought it did Lovecraftian mythos really, really terribly.
Yep.
It just... I didn't think it was a good game.
Fucking Frog Fractions is a scarier game than that game.
Frog Fractions is a pretty terrifying game.
100%.
If anybody hasn't played Frog Fractions, do yourself a favor. Go play Frog Fractions.
Yeah, where is Frog Fractions 2?
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. It'll just come out of the blue one day. We'll just have it.
Like, I funded that game like damn near 2 years. Helped fund that game like damn near 2 years ago, and we still don't have anything.
So, sounds about right.
Like, come on.
Come on.
Come on.
You're driving here.
You're driving here.
I'm casting here.
Frog Fractions will be glorious. Not too much going on these days. I've been plowing through backlog. Not much going on in the news. Just a couple small releases here and there, like we talked about. I thought we were pushing forward into the holiday season with Deus Ex, but nothing's really happened since then. I don't know. We're not getting a lot of releases until like October, right? So like mid to late October.
What's coming out in October besides Gears of War 4, which I just found out?
That's a good question.
Like everything is November these days.
There's a ton of there's a ton of November releases.
Like we get Watch Dogs 2 in November, we get Dishonored 2 in November, we get the 2 new Pokemon games in November. We get Final Fantasy in November.
Let's see. Mafia 3, for anyone who's interested. That game actually looks pretty interesting.
For some reason, that game is blowing up all over the news sites, and it has been for like 2 weeks now, and I don't understand.
It looks interesting to me.
Like, I always thought Mafia was the joke GTA clone.
No, Mafia 2 is amazing.
Is it?
I thought those games were pretty decent. I heard Mafia 2 was really good, it just didn't have any side quests or anything, which made the city kind of bland.
See, I've never played a Mafia game.
Neither have I, but I've heard they're pretty decent, and they have a pretty big cult following, and 3 is looking pretty interesting because it's got the like New Orleans aspect going on.
Like, I'd rather play Yakuza. I like Japanese Mafia more than I like Italian Mafia.
I mean, no one's as good as Yakuza, but you do what you can.
All right, so because we were entering holiday season originally because we were getting Deus Ex, and then at the beginning of September we were supposed to get Final Fantasy, and then I guess Gears of War and Mafia in October, and then all the November releases. But they pushed Final Fantasy back to the end of November.
That's right. They pushed Final Fantasy back. So Mafia 3, Paper Mario Color Splash for anybody who's interested in.
Game looks good. I like Paper Mario, so.
Gears of War 4, we talked about that.
Friday the 13th's coming out.
Tomb Raider's finally coming out.
It's the PS4 version of Tomb Raider's coming out.
Hey, hello, Tomb Raider's coming out in October.
It's finally coming out. Oh my god.
Rise of the Tomb Raider's finally coming out.
Right?
It's gonna be a huge
coming out.
But that game's not getting any press because it's been already released on Xbox One.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. It hasn't been released yet.
They released it on some small console that people don't really play that much. I think it was like the Wii.
Fuck you guys. I played that game already. That game is really good.
It looks really good. And I'm excited to finally play it.
I think people are going to overlook it, though. I really do.
Well, yeah, because it's already been released for 2 fucking years.
You know, I might grab it. I might grab it when it comes out. I probably will, actually.
Is it 2 years? I thought it came out last year.
No, I think it was last year.
It's a year. Just a year.
Yeah.
Res Infinite is coming out, actually, for anyone who liked the original Res.
I'm just really excited that Friday the 13th is coming out soon.
Shadow Warrior 2. Oh, Battlefield 1 drops on October 21st.
That is a big one.
I played the beta. That game's bad.
Really?
I didn't like it either,
I heard everyone.
But a lot of people are hyped for it.
You didn't like the beta?
No,
I
didn't like it.
Oh, I heard a lot of people saying it was really fun. But
I enjoyed Titanfall 2 more than I enjoyed Battlefield 1.
I hate Titanfall 2.
Ooh, that's a hot take.
Both 2 and...
Dark Souls 3 DLC comes out on the 25th, for anyone who cares. I do.
Kaleb.
World of Final Fantasy comes out on the 27th.
That
one I'm kind of hyped for.
Titanfall 2 comes out on the 28th.
Oh, wait, hold on. Hollow, what is World of Final Fantasy?
It's like a turn-based RPG with like homage to all the Final Fantasy games.
So, like, is your party made up of like iconic characters from across the series?
They're all there. I don't know if they make an appearance. Like, I don't know if you can control them. That's the thing. I'm not sure. I know you can get monsters to join your party.
Now, is this a 3DS game?
I think it's Wii U.
PS4 Vita.
Oh yeah, PS4 Vita.
I wish my Vita worked. That sounds like a game I would totally eat up on my Vita.
Super chibi Final Fantasy.
All right, keep going with these releases. Let's keep.
Oh, yeah, I was almost done. I was going to say Titanfall on the 28th. We have Titanfall and the Skyrim remaster.
Right. Okay.
That's it.
That's it. And then what do we have coming November?
Let me pull up November. October's I know November's huge though.
Like November, there's the one game that I am most excited for this year comes out November 17th. And I can't wait.
What's November 17th?
Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Pokemon Sun and Moon comes out in November. Let's see. Skyrim Remaster looks kind of cool, but it really just makes me want to buy a really good PC and mod my own Skyrim.
Right, because you can't mod the PS4 version, so that's going to be completely worthless.
I canceled my PS4.
Yeah, go ahead.
I canceled my PS4 pre-order the day they announced that, and pre-ordered it for Xbox One.
Yeah.
Yeah. But people have already modded it to look way better on the PC.
It actually doesn't look way better on the PC. I have a fully modded Skyrim on PC, and it looks just as good as the screenshots did at E3.
Yeah, but no mods, so, you know.
That's why you get it on Xbox One.
That one DLC mod that just came out that's fucking gigantic that we were talking about like a month ago.
Oh, yeah, there's tons. My Skyrim, the mods take up more space than the game does.
See, that sounds more fun. November, we've got Owlboy coming November 1st for anyone who's interested.
What the fuck is Owlboy?
It's a 2D indie Zelda style game.
Is Cuphead coming out this year? Are we finally getting Cuphead yet?
I wish.
I don't know, why is that game not out? It looks like it's done.
It's been coming for years.
Yeah, looked like it's done. Like I've seen people playing it at like Fan Expo every year. They fucking have that game. Every year I thought that shit was out a long time ago.
Call of Duty on November 4th. As well as the new Mario Party. Football Manager 2017 coming on November 4th. Get hype.
Are you getting Call of Duty this year? Hold on. Are you getting Call of Duty this year, Hollow?
Yes.
Are you getting the Awesome Edition so you get the remaster?
I kind of do want that, yes. So maybe?
You got to let me know, because if you pick it up, I'll pick it up.
I know all my group is probably not getting it, so if I get it, it's just going to be me.
Oh, what the hell are they all playing?
Different stuff. But, I don't know, I am tempted, because even Infinite Warfare actually does look pretty awesome, so, maybe? Most likely, I'll let you know. We'll talk.
Okay, we'll do.
Cool.
What else is coming
out? Dishonored 2 and the Ezio collection both drop on November 11th.
Wait, Dishonored 2 and Ezio, aren't they made by the same company? Isn't that both Ubisoft?
Dishonored is Obsidian.
Is Obsidian, right.
Is that Obsidian or is that
Bethesda?
That's Bethesda, I was going to say.
Who develops... I thought Obsidian develops that game, and it's published by Bethesda.
No.
Actually, maybe.
Is it?
That's... Yeah, let me double check. It sounds right.
I know it's published by Bethesda, because it's plagued with the...
No, it's developed by Arcane Studios, and it's published by Bethesda. Bethesda and Obsidian, I always get mixed up. Watch Dogs 2 is the 15th. Pokemon Sun and Moon is the 18th.
Yeah.
The 17th.
Final Fantasy 15 is the 29th.
No.
And that's,
of December?
No, of November.
Of November.
Didn't it get pushed back again and again and again?
No, it just got pushed back to November.
The only game that's coming out in December that I'm looking forward to is Dead Rising 4.
Yes. If it's anything like Dead Rising 3.
December
so
has some
good.
decent games.
Besides Dead Rising, what else does December have?
Gravity Rush 2.
Don't care.
Last Guardian.
Okay. Yeah, that game's actually going to come out. Okay.
I know. Yakuza 6.
Okay, there we go. There's a good game.
And for Hollow, we've got Akaiba's Beat.
Yeah, I actually have that pre-order already.
Usually.
Yeah.
Of course he does. It's Japanese, and it probably has a cute girl in it.
It's like just a whole Japanese, not just a little bit Japanese. It's Japanese. It's like a whole
Japanese
person.
Is it?
Super Japanese. I saw gameplay of Akaiba's Trip, and it actually looked really fun. So, I don't know.
What was the game? What was that game on the Vita where you took off their clothes by rubbing them?
Oh, Monster One Piece.
Yeah, how was that game?
It was a card game. It was very easy, but it was fun.
Monster One Piece. Oh.
Yeah, you had to rub them to strip them to make them more powerful.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
It would level them up, and they would take off more clothes.
But they all look like they're 12.
A lot of them, yeah.
Oh, Japan.
That's just what Hollow likes.
That's just what Hollow likes. Hollow knows what he likes.
You know, Hollow love middle school girls.
That's not even true, but
I know, I'm fucking with you.
Hollow loves that slice of life and that shonen.
Oh, no shonen.
No shonen?
Shonen's what, like Naruto and that shit?
Yeah, it is.
It's really just...
Shonen is a lot of stuff. Like, Trigun is considered a shonen.
Yeah, well, shonen... No, I mean, shonen is like a genre that's just specifically targeted to, like, middle
young
school
boys.
teenagers.
Boys, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of... I mean, that's a whole, like...
It's not just Naruto, like...
Yeah.
Like
is One Piece shonen?
Yes.
Yes.
Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, Bleach.
Yeah. I think JoJo's technically shonen, actually.
One Piece. There's
a fan of any of that. I guess Dragon Ball's alright, but not a fan of any of that.
Dragon Ball's original Dragon Ball is amazing.
Dragon Ball Z is good too.
JoJo?
I've never actually watched JoJo.
Oh, we should watch JoJo.
If we should watch
JoJo's totally insane, but it's super funny. It's just a super fun anime.
The only one I sort of somewhat like is Fairy Tail. That one I like, but it got annoying because it's like the same shit over and over and over again. So
is Attack on Titan considered a shonen?
Yeah, I believe so.
Is it? I don't think it is.
I don't think it will be.
A little bit more geared towards adults. That shit is
it'd be
extremely violent.
It'd be like Outlaw Star or Cowboy Bebop or Evangelion. That's where I would put Attack on Titan. More adult oriented.
Attack on Titan is a shonen.
Is it?
It was a manga that first showed up in a shonen magazine.
But I like
Cowboy Bebop I would not say a shonen. Outlaw Star maybe.
I wouldn't say Outlaw Star is shonen.
Yeah.
I also wouldn't say Evangelion's a shonen.
I'm not saying it's not amazing, but
I wouldn't say that's a shonen. I do not think that that's geared towards little boys.
And Chris knows what's geared towards little boys.
Yeah, I used to. I used to be a little boy.
It began in a shonen magazine. But there's heated debates in the community as to what it should be considered.
Right.
I mean, it deals with some really intense stuff, but I don't know if I'd say those are... I wouldn't say those are things that, like, middle-aged 13, 14-year-old boys couldn't necessarily handle. It might freak them out a bit, but...
I don't know. Some of the themes of Evangelion are quite exceptional. We'll leave it at that.
That's true, but, I mean, Adventure Time is technically a kid's show, but they'd probably miss, like, half of what's happening in that show.
Yeah,
unless they were adults.
But that show doesn't revolve around the subtext of the show, whereas Evangelion revolves around the under subtext, which is what makes Evangelion so great, is that underneath subtext. That has nothing to do with Christianity.
No, I know they just like Christian imagery.
Yeah, they just liked Christian imagery, so they were like, yeah, we'll just throw some crosses and some angels in there, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I would say more, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it yet. Go see it. Go watch Evangelion. Go watch Evangelon, as my friend used to call it.
I'm still pissed because they've released 2 of the new movies here in America, but they haven't released the 3rd one yet. It's not even out in Japan yet.
Really? Weren't they supposed to come out like 4 years ago?
Yeah. We got the first 2.
Talk about a long release schedule.
Like, you have to understand, this is a side of me you don't see very often. I love anime. Like, love anime. And EVA is my favorite anime of all time. I own, every time that EVA's been released anywhere, I own it.
Oh, wow.
He owns it.
Yeah.
He owns
Because
it.
I love that. I love it. You guys remember Suncoast videos? Or are you guys too young for that?
No, I remember Suncoast.
That's where you used to have to go to get your anime back in the day.
Was it really?
Yeah. That or...
What about Warehouse or...
You'd go into Chinatown and you'd buy like Sailor Moon VHS tapes for like $80 a tape.
And it had like 3 episodes on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually,
I do remember,
pretty good. It had 2.
I do remember when you used to buy animes for like $25-$30 and they'd have like maybe 3 episodes. Those were bad times.
I bought the first half of the Trigun series, like just the first half of the series. They don't even get up to where Wolfwood dies for $100. And I had to buy the second half for the same amount on DVD. And they're on DVD. This is probably like 8 years ago.
I remember when I was in middle school, one of my friends was super cool because he used to order off like some anime aficionado site where you could actually get like Japanese box sets, but they'd still have like the English dub option because Japanese versions are awesome. And he used to have all those, and they'd be like $40 for like a whole box set of a series, and it was like the coolest thing. And he had a billion of them. But we were mostly just chumps buying those, paying too much like Chris did.
Yeah,
those were rough days. Bad time.
The only anime I don't own that's like, where'd everybody go? Why'd Skype just crash? That's not good. Oh, thanks, Skype. For you guys that can still hear me in the chat, Skype just decided that it needed to update.
It just... What's up?
What happened?
My Skype decided that it needed to update, like, in the middle of the podcast.
Oh, nice.
So it was like Skype closed, and then it was like Skype is updating, and I was like, okay, at least it saved the recording. Like, the old software wouldn't do that. I got a new software to record Skype calls, so like if the call drops, it still saves the recording.
That's good.
Yeah. No, let's
cut it.
Yeah, we're gonna cut it off. What I was trying to say though before was there's one anime that I love to death that I do not own on DVD, and I wish I did, and that's Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, really? Ooh, I have the box set. I've had that for years.
Yeah, I don't. I have Hellsing. I have Trinity Blood. Dawn has Les Chevalier d'Eon or some bullshit like that. I think we own most. I think we own most of Black Butler, or it was on Netflix. Like Hellsing Black, Eva, like all that. But Cowboy, I wanted to show
Bible
Dawn,
Black.
I wanted to show Dawn Cowboy Bebop, and I was like, I was going through boxes and boxes from when we moved, and I was like, do I really not own this fucking show? And it pissed me off a little bit. All right, let's wrap this up. We've been going for about an hour. If you guys want to get in touch with us, you guys can send us an email to podcast@gamingdeath.com. You can follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/gamingdeath. Hey guys, make sure that you go to our Extra Life page, extralife.com/ I think it's Gaming Death. It might be Chris Gannon. Donate. We're trying to raise $100. I believe it's November 5th. I will be playing games for 24 hours live right here on twitch.tv/gamingdeath. So make sure you guys head over, check that stuff out, help donate, help us reach the $100 goal. Appreciate it. And rate and review us on iTunes, unlike my two chucklehead co-hosts.
We're fine.
You're a chucklehead.
I am a chucklehead.
You don't know me.
No, he's a chuckle fuck.
Dawn, come here. Hold on. We're going to find out if I'm a chucklehead or a chuckle fuck.
Asking the real questions.
Asking the real Gaming Death podcast. Asking the real questions.
Asking the real questions.
Am I a chucklehead or a chuckle fuck?
What?
Am I a chucklehead or a chuckle fuck? Which one?
Well, I guess if you have to be something of a chuckle variety, I guess you're a chucklehead.
See, I'm not a chuckle fuck, so fuck you guys.
She didn't even know. She didn't even know.
She does know. Yeah, she doesn't know, which means that I'm probably a chuckle fuck. You're right. I'm a fuck boy.
What? I didn't see you were a fuck boy. That's different.
All right, guys, that's gonna do it for us for tonight. I'm Chris.
I'm Dawn.
I'm Dawn.
That wasn't me.
That was you. You've gotten really good at that.
You're really good at copying
right?
Dawn now, Hollow.
Yeah, I know.
That's Hollow. That's Caleb. Dawn's here too. Have a good night, everybody.
Laters.
Good night. Bye, 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 bye.
And we out.
Yeah, peace.
That was a good podcast. Good podcast, guys. Sorry that it